Bonjour, Kinamagan in Ireland, Adishnikas, and welcome to this week's episode of our Week 10 announcements and learning plan. This episode is filmed in front of a live studio audience of 4 dogs. I apologize in advance if we hear them during this recording. As is custom, we'll begin this episode on our stream page, where you can find our newest newsletter, which we'll be talking about momentarily. This one will be sent home on Friday. Links to be able to email us whenever you need to, and also some previous overviews and newsletters. These newsletters will be kept up here generally for one entire quarter in order to give you an opportunity. So let's look at that newsletter. Starts out with our Halloween festivities being mentioned. We're going to hold our Halloween festivities on Friday, October 29th. That's the Friday before Halloween. The intent is to watch the first Harry Potter movie as we have been reading the book, and then we'll be able to compare the book to the movie. If you're choosing to send your student to school in costume, they must be school appropriate. No weapons are allowed, and I ask that we not wear costumes that engage in cultural appropriation. Students may choose to wear masks during the school afternoon session, but only if that allows them to meet SCA's masking expectations. So if it's a mask that's only covering their eyes, they're still going to need to wear their other mask. We do want to put safety first. It is not required for you to send a treat to school. Make sure there's juice and some items for the students. If you choose, we do ask that they be individually wrapped. That will make it easier if there are some left over for them to come home with your student. If you have any other questions, please reach out to me at mireland@psychchip.org. Just a reminder that we are continuing to mask in the classroom. They're not required outdoors, but they are required in the school at all times. It's always a good idea to remind students of that expectation and why it's important that we consider their safety. Obviously, you've seen that we're using the Google Classroom, and then the rest is kind of just going over what we're covering right now. And I always do want to call your attention to the bottom in the language corner using the Jibway's People's Dictionary. These are some words that you may want to learn at home or your student may want to share with you. So let's look at our week 10 learning plan. This is the first week of the second quarter. Can you believe it? We're already a quarter of the way through the year, which is a good time to reevaluate, what's gone well, what we can always improve on as we're marching towards middle school. We'll be starting graphic novels with The Last Training Mission, Part 1. That'll come through Monday through Wednesday. On Thursday, we're going to look at text-based writing and some independent reading on Friday. Writing, we're going to continue on with our narratives that we began during quarter 1. Math, we're going to continue division with 2-digit divisors. Same system as a 1-digit divisor, but just 2 digits there. We'll be introing our next unit on Earth systems. So there's going to be some reading there, some Mr. Doug, and the anchor phenomena. Social studies, we're going to begin the era of colonization. Looking at the northern, southern, and middle colonies. Math and review and enrichment continues on. We're going to take a little turn towards geometry on the enrichment end, but also the reviewing place value and multiplication and division on the review end. One thing to point out on the 21 things for students is the basics quest 5. We've had several basics, and students are welcome to go beyond what we've done, especially down the list. These are as a program that is used in the Mount Pleasant School, so having an opportunity to jump on this and be ready is beneficial. And we do always encourage students to read for 20 minutes a day. It's not a bad idea to have them read at home for 20 minutes a day, even if they've been reading at school. We don't give out a lot in the way of homework unless there's unfinished assignments. But that 20 minutes is very valuable, and they don't even have to bring a pencil. So as we wrap up this episode, I look forward to beginning the second quarter with our students as we are building on what we've learned and what we want to set out to learn further. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Minwa, Mama P.